Hello students, good morning. I am Prem Gupta, your English teacher. Dear students, in the previous classes we were discussing the supplementary reader in which we were discussing the chapter number 3, that is the Shepherd's Treasure. Dear students, in this chapter I have completed the page number 7 and 8. Today we will discuss the page number 9 and 10. Dear students, in the story the Shepherd's Treasure, we have seen there is a man who was very poor, who was a shepherd, and he has not a house. He used to live in the forest in a cave, but he never went to school. But he has knowledge, he has wisdom, he has intellect power, and with this intellect power he used to solve the problems of others. He was very humble, very kind, that he used to help the peoples, those who needs. The students, in this story we have also seen that with his intellect power, with his wisdom, he was very famous in that area where he used to live, and his wisdom, his intellect power reached to the court, reached to the emperor of that country, and the emperor also wanted to meet him. Therefore he disguised himself. Disguised means different appearance. He changed his appearance and he went to meet him. And as he reached near the cave, the man, the shepherd, rose up. Rose up means here stand up to welcome him, to welcome the travelers. And he came near to the king, and he respected him, as well as he offered drink, water, some waters, as well as he also shared the food. In the night, the shepherd and the king talked too much. They were discussed a lot, and now the king have understood that this shepherd is really very wise, really very intelligent. He needs such peoples to work for him. And therefore in the next morning when he was going to leave, although he was tired, but he was taking permission to the shepherd to leave that place. And the shepherd also allowed him to go, and he said that, "Your Majesty, you gave me an opportunity to welcome you, to help you." Okay, then now the king was very much astonished, very much surprised, and he also smiled that this man, this shepherd, is really very intelligent, really very wise. And he also appointed him as a governor of a small district. And now the shepherds become the governor of a small district, and after becoming the governor of a small district, he also did a lot for the peoples of that country. He always helped the needy people. He always shared the problems. He always solved out the problems of others in his area. And now there are so many other governors, those who are feeling jealous now. Now we can see here it is given at the page number, just see, page number 8, the last paragraph. Just see here, page number 8 of your English supplementary book, A Pact with the Sun, page number 8, last paragraph. Now just see, now the governors of other provinces. Have you got that line? Now the governor of other provinces. Dear student, provinces means small district. Provinces means here states, or you can say district. And there are so many governors in the country of the emperor. And the shepherd was also the governor of one of the small district, and the other governors of the provinces grew terribly jealous, and now other governors are feeling jealous to the shepherds, the governor, and began to talk to king against him. And they also, the other governors also started or you can say opposing him, and they were just telling so many wrong things to the governor, to the king, the governor of other district. They said, what they said? He is very dishonest. They said, the governors of other provinces or other districts, they said to the king, what they said? They said that he is very dishonest. And the other governors of that country were saying to the king that this governor, the shepherd governor, the new governor to whom the king appointed on the basis of his intellect, on the basis of his wisdom, and they were saying that he was very dishonest. And the other governor was saying to king that he is very dishonest and keep for himself part of money that he collects as tax from the people. And they were also blaming upon him for what? That he collects the taxes, and he also steals the taxes from the people. And he said that he collects as tax from the peoples and keeps for him for the parts of money. And they were just blaming, the other governors blaming upon the shepherds. He is also governor. They were also blaming that the new governor, the shepherd, was keeping some money in his box. He is stealing some money from the tax. Why did he always carry with him? They added an iron chest. And they were also said that he always, the shepherd, the governor, the new governor, brings the iron chest. Chest means here, students, a box, you can see. Here chest means box. An iron box, you can see. An iron box. In Hindi we call PT, or you can say box. Just see here, chest means an iron box. Just see here, the other governor was saying what? He always carry with him. They added an iron chest. They were asking to the king, why did he bring? Why did he bring, or you can say, why does he bring iron chest daily? Perhaps he carried in it the treasure. And they were saying, perhaps means maybe he carried some, what? Treasures. Treasures means, I have told you, property, possession, money. In it, treasures that he had secretly collected. Secretly means hidden. And they were just blaming the other governors, blaming upon the shepherds. He is also governor, blaming that he usually bring the iron chest, and in which he has kept some money. Okay? After all, they said mockingly. Mockingly means laughingly. Here mockingly means making fun. Mock means laugh is there. Mockingly. Mockingly means making fun. Making fun. Okay, students, they were just insulting, or they were just insulting the new governor shepherd. What they were saying? They were saying that he always bring that iron chest, and in which he keep the money secretly. And they also said, after all they said mockingly. Mockingly means हंसते हुए उन्होंने कहा. He was an ordinary shepherd. They said that he was an ordinary shepherd. Although he has got the position of governor, but he was a shepherd. Therefore, he can still, the other governor said, he was an ordinary shepherd and could behave no better. And they were also saying that he can't behave better because he was an ordinary shepherd and he will behave no better. The other governor was saying. Okay, students, so this is all about in this paragraph we have seen there. The other governors were just blaming upon the new governor shepherds for what? They were saying that he always carry with him an iron chest in which he keeps some monies that he collects from the taxes. And they also said mockingly that although he was a governor, but he was also a shepherd and an ordinary shepherd. Therefore, he can steal money. And now just see, and he will not behave good way. And they also said what they said, could behave no better. And they said that, the other governor said that he will not behave better because he is an ordinary shepherd. Okay, students, so this is all about the paragraph which is given at the page number 8 and 2 lines are given at the page number 9. Now come to the next paragraph. Just here, at first the king did not pay attention to these reports. In the beginning, when they used to say, he did not pay attention. The king did not pay attention upon them, what they were saying. But how long could he ignore these governors? But how long he could ignore these governors? Because there are so many governors who were blaming upon the new governor, the shepherds, that he was a thief, or you can say he steals the money from the taxes. Now just see here, at first the king did not pay attention to these reports, but how long could he ignore these governors? But how long he could ignore these governors? And their endless story about the shepherd, whatever they were saying in the beginning, he refused, or you can say he ignored. But for how many times? For how long he could ignore? And the next, one thing was certain. And one thing was certain. What was that? The king discovered. The king has seen. What he has seen? That he always used to bring, or always bring, what? An iron chest. The new governor did carry an iron chest with him all the times. Now, one thing that king also has noticed, that the new governor always brings with him an iron chest. Okay, students? So, just see here in this paragraph, the king in the beginning, the king did not pay attention on the words of the other governors, but how long he could bear them, how long he could ignore them. And one thing he also noticed, that the new shepherd always used to bring, or always brings, an iron chest, okay, all the times. Now come to the next. So one day the new governor was summoned. Summoned means called. Here students, just see here, summoned. 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 Summoned means you can say called or being called. Just see here. So one day the new governor was summoned to the palace. And one day what happened? The king called him. The king called the new shepherd. The new governors who was shepherd. So one day the new governor was summoned to the palace. And one day he called the new governor to the palace. He came riding on his camel, and the new governors also came riding on his camel, and to everyone's delight, and everyone was feeling very happy. They were delighted that today he will declare as a thief. But what happened there? The famous iron chest was there fastened, and the famous iron chest was there on the camel, and it was fastened. Fastened means tied. It was tied securely. Securely means firmly. And on the camel, the chest, iron chest, was also fastened securely. And behind him on the camel's back. And behind him on the camel's back. Now, in this paragraph, we have seen the king called the new shepherd, new governors who was shepherd, and he came on the camel, and there was also an iron chest that was very firmly or fastened securely. It was tied, you can say, on the back of the camel, on the camel's back. And come to the next. No, now the king was angry. Now the king was angry. After seeing that iron chest means here an iron box. What happened? Now the king was angry. Now the king was very angry. Why? Yes, here he thundered. Thunder means shouted. Thundered means shouted angrily. Thundered means shouted angrily. He thundered. What he thundered? Why do you always carry that iron chest with you? Why do you always carry that iron chest with you? The king asked. The king asked to him, the king asked to the new governor, the shepherd, that why did he carry that iron chest daily? What does this contain? And the king also asked to him, what does it contain? Okay, come to the next paragraph. The governor smiled. Now, after hearing the questions of king, the governor smiled and he asked his servant to bring the chest. And now the governor, the shepherd, asked his servant to bring the chest. How eagerly the people standing around waited for the shepherds found out. And there are so many people, so many governors who were gathered there to see what was there inside the chest. And they were very eagerly waited to open that iron box. Waited for the shepherd to be found out. But how great their astonishment. Astonishment means surprise. But everyone was surprised when it opened. When the iron chest opened, when the iron box opened, everyone was surprised. And what was there? And even the king himself, and the king also surprised. Because he was also thinking that why did he bring? Why does he bring daily that iron chest? And what was there inside the iron chest? And after opening, after seeing the iron chest, everyone was surprised. Even the king also surprised. When the chest was opened, when that iron box was opened, no gold. There were no gold in the box. No gold, no silver, no jewels. There were no gold, no silver, no jewels. And what was there? But an old blanket. There was only old blanket was all that came out, and there was only one blanket in that iron chest. There was nothing, there was no gold, There was no silver, there was no jewelry, there was only and only there is a blanket. Holding it up. Holding it up means showing it up. यानी कि ऊपर उठाते हुए, सबको दिखाते हुए. Holding it up. Turn the page, students. Proudly. And the shepherd, the new governor, was holding that thing, the blanket, up. And very proudly, the shepherd said, now the shepherd said, what he said? This, my dear master, this is my only treasure. And while sewing that blanket, the shepherd said to the king, what he said? He said that, dear master, this is my only treasure. This is my only possession. This is my only things. I always carry it with me. And he also said that, I always carry it with me, with him. He said. Okay, students. Now everyone was very much surprised that in that iron box there is only a blanket. And he showed that blanket to everyone and said that, what he said that? He said that this blanket is the only treasure, is the only treasure of him. Okay, I always carry it with me. And he also said that he always carried that blanket with him. Okay, students, just come to the next paragraph. But why do you carry such an ordinary blanket with you? Surely you are the governor of districts. The king asked. The king asked, what he asked? He asked that, why do you carry such an ordinary blanket with you? The king asked. The king asked that, why does he carry that ordinary blanket with him daily? And he also said that he was a governor of a district. Then why did he bring? Why does he bring that iron chest daily with him? There is only a blanket in that iron chest. To which the shepherd replied the quiet dignity. And after hearing the question of the king, the shepherd, the new governor, replied. What he replied? He replied very quietly and said, this blanket is my oldest friend. He said that this blanket is my only oldest friend. It was still protect me. And he also said that this blanket will protect him if at any time. And he said that this blanket will protect him any time. Your Majesty should wish to take away my new clocks. New clocks. Clocks means royal dresses. CLOAKS. Okay. Clocks means royal dress. Royal dress. Okay. The new shepherd said, what he said? Your Majesty should wish to take away my new clocks, royal dresses. If you will take my royal dresses, then there will be my blanket, will be my possession. And he said that this is only my possession, and other thing which you had given, that is yours, that is royal dresses, and that belongs to you, that is not my possession. Although he was a governor of a small district, but he was still a shepherd and still a simple man. There is no arrogant, there is no ego in the mind of the shepherds, in the mind of the new governors. And now, just see, students, come to the next paragraph. How pleased the king was. Now, after hearing the words of the new governors, he was very much pleased. And how embraced the jealous governors became here to the wise men, and now the other governors, those who were feeling jealous towards him, they were also embraced him. And now they knew that the shepherd was indeed the humblest and wise man in the land. And now everyone had believed. Now everyone has believed that this shepherd, this new governor, is the wisest and humblest man on the land. The king made him the governor of much bigger district that very day. And now, after hearing the words, after hearing the wisdom, and after seeing the all things, his behavior, his attitude, his humble nature, the king also appointed again what? The governor of much bigger. In the beginning, he was appointed as the governor of a small district. But now he was appointed as a governor of a bigger district from that day. Okay, students. So this is all about the story of the shepherds, that how he faced his life, and he was very much humble, very much kind. He was always ready to help the needy people, and he was also intelligent as well as wise. And with his intellect power, with his wisdom, he did all his work. Okay, students. So this is all about the story. I hope that you all have understood, and your homework is to read the story again. If you find any kind of problem, you can mention in the comments, or if you find any kind of difficult word, you can ask. Okay, students. So this is all about the story. You will read this story at your home. Okay. I hope that you all have understood this story. Okay, students. In the next class, we will discuss the word meaning and question answer of this chapter. Okay, students. So that's all for today. Thank you.